Hello, it is that time of year. I am Rachel from 7 and All, and today's video is what my kids are getting for Christmas. So, shh. Now, for context, I have 3 little boys who are going to be 6, 5, and 1 when Christmas arrives. And I've had some fun doing some shopping and planning and prepping for Christmas. And I'm gonna share what they're getting to give you guys some ideas. I will leave some affiliate links down below to some of these items if they happen to be a good find for your little ones too. Now, when Christmas shopping, I consider their own individual interests, and I also think of a couple different categories. So I think about toys. My kids really, they're homeschooled, they've got a lot of time at home, and they do play with their toys quite a bit. So I think about toys that they will play with. I also think about books. I try to get them each a book, and I try to get books that I wouldn't normally buy, like books that are a little bit more fun. And I also think of like science or art type activities or an educational type of activity. So I'm going to show you what they're getting. All right, I am going to start with the oldest, and can you just guess, just take a wild guess by looking at his stack of presents, what the interest is right now? I know it might be really hard, but he has a very intense interest in Star Wars, and specifically Lego Star Wars these days. So as you can see, that definitely shaped his Christmas list, because he wasn't really interested in much else as far as variety here. So he's going to have a Lego Star Wars advent calendar. This is actually from my sister for him, and this is gonna be his first time having like one of these toy advent calendars. We've never done something like this before, so I think that'll be pretty exciting. It has some minifigures, which minifigures are all the rage at our house, and then some little things that you get to build. So we're doing a Lego Star Wars advent calendar. Are your kids doing any Lego advent calendars or toy advent calendars? Let me know. Then we have this. I had to ask him specifically which sets were the most important to him of Lego Star Wars, because he probably wants all of them, but that's not realistic. So which ones were the most important? And he's getting more into Mandalorian sets. So this is Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon battle from a scene from The Mandalorian. And then this is from another scene in The Mandalorian, Bark Speeder Escape. He's still pretty young, so we're still trying to go more for smaller sets, not really bigger sets at this stage, at this age and maturity. Then for his book, and like I said, these are the Christmas book. I try to make it just really fun, not something I would normally get. And this is a Lego Star Wars Choose Your Own Path, Be the Hero, Discover the Galaxy. And it actually comes with a minifigure in the book itself. And then it's like one of those choose your own adventure books. So you make a decision and then you get to choose the next page. And he may be able to read this by himself. He may still want me to read it with him, which is totally fine. But it has a lot of Lego sets kind of being shown within it, but it's not just an encyclopedia of sets. There's actually some kind of story or mission happening here, and you choose, are you going to 77? Are you going to 104? I think this is going to be a big hit and a big surprise. Then this was a minifigure magnet that he specifically asked for. Now I did go for one thing outside of the category of passion right now, because I did want to get some kind of art set. I always try to get them some kind of art set. And this seemed really fun for his age and ability level right now, which was mosaic. So there's little glass tiles, and they get to create 3 little mosaics. Oh, you can make a little wall hanging. So I just thought that was fun and something outside of the norm for his art. And I will point out that little Grogu guy back there, that's not actually a Christmas present. We just put it there for decoration because it seemed like it fit the theme. Someone gave that to us for free pretty recently. So there is my oldest gifts. Now next we're gonna look at my 5-year-old's gifts, and he does not tend to have as much single-mindedness or one singular passion. He really loves transportation, cars. So we have a little bit of that in here. He is also getting a toy advent calendar. This is our first time ever doing toy advent calendars. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about them, but I know that this year the boys are really going to love it. And both of these advent calendars are gifts from my sisters. So that's so sweet for their little nephews. There are some Hot Wheels cars in here, which he just loves Hot Wheels. And then there are some accessories. So like a Christmas tree you can attach to the top of your Hot Wheels car, or reindeer that can pull your Hot Wheels car, you know, if the engine's not working. Then he is also getting a Lego. He's not as much into Lego as his brother, but I thought this would be a good size set for him. And it's a helicopter. Helicopters are pretty cool. He's got a lot of cars. Let's do something crazy. Let's get a helicopter. His book is going to be this picture book, The Man Who Didn't Like Animals, which just cracked me up when I saw it. Before there was Old MacDonald, there was The Man Who Didn't Like Animals. This particular child, you know, he will flat out say he does not like dogs. We run into a lot of stray dogs walking. He really doesn't like them. He doesn't like cats. Not a huge like living animal person. So this book reminded me of him. Although I do think the man in this book will eventually develop some attachment to the animals. That's just my prediction. Looked funny, out of our norm. So I wanted to get him a picture book. Then he's also getting this, which this is funny. He actually saw one of his friends at a birthday party get this exact shark, what is this called? Shark monster truck. And he just thought it was the most amazing invention ever. So he will be just thrilled to open this up for Christmas. And I thought this was cool. I wanted to get some gift that was like a toy, but also kind of educational. We have very few stuffed animals, but sometimes he seems like he likes stuffy stuffed animals. So I'm trying this one, which is from KiwiCo, and it is a frog stuffed animal. But you can dissect the frog and take all the organs out, and they're attached with ribbons so that they don't get lost. And I believe that it comes with, yes, it has cards. There are some game cards, so you can do activities like there will be a card that will give you an assignment to remove only a particular organ. So as you dissect your frog, you're going to learn about different organs, and there's tweezers to take things out, but the things won't get lost because they're all attached. I thought this was really neat. I'm really excited. It's out of the norm, you know, of what they already have. So then he has been showing a lot of interest in art and drawing recently. So this is going to be his art gift, which is a Crayola art case. Did anyone have these art cases growing up? Like those wooden or plastic little suitcases full of art supplies. There's a lot of, this is just markers, colored pencils, and crayons. And I know he's gonna love this because his brother actually got something like this last year for Christmas and still has it, but he has definitely eyed it with a little bit of brotherly envy, like, hey, I would really like something like that. So he'll get his own art set and a sketchbook, just a plain sketchbook to go with it. Next, we have a couple of family gifts here. We read The Wild Robot and really enjoyed the Wild Robot movie recently, so I got the sequel, The Wild Robot Escapes, for a family book read aloud. And then we got this game for a family gift, Gravity Maze. It's not really a game like you normally think of a board game, it's more of a logic game. We played this at a family member's home and really found it to be pretty fun, making different setups and seeing if they worked for having the marble be able to travel all the way through. So that's for the whole family. Next, for my 1-year-old, you might be thinking it doesn't look like he gets as many gifts as his brothers, but that's because his big gift is not here. It is still hiding in my husband's office. It is a little ride-on car that you can push with your feet, and we bought it used in really good condition, but you know, half the price of what it would have been new. And it is hiding in my husband's office because we have no place to hide it at home. But he is getting a couple of plain t-shirts because I love just plain t-shirts. And, you know, my big boys do not want me to give them clothes for Christmas, but the 1-year-old, he doesn't know any different. Then the book I got him, this is Cook in a Book. I saw these and they're a little expensive, but I just thought that they were so fun and adorable. Cookies, an interactive recipe book. So this is a very interactive book. Here's our recipe, our ingredients. Then you get so many different pieces to move throughout the book. So here we are pouring the flour and we're sifting the dry flour. So there's different pieces to move and take apart. Here there's an egg cracking and you get to show the egg going down in and the vanilla going down. Here we are pouring, see that? Pouring down the dry ingredients. Here we're mixing everything, mixing our ingredients together. They have a few different books in this series. I was very torn which one to get, but I ended up on cookies. And then this one's fun. You get to take the cookies out of the oven like that. They don't come all the way out. And here, some of these books do have some pieces that come out. This is a brand new book, so. All right, so we have our little cookie right there that can come out and can snap right back in. And I'm excited about that one. For an educational little gift, he has this, which is like a little sorting thing. It might be a little old for him at first, but you know, with a 1-year-old, they grow up so fast. So it's a little motor skills and sorting activity. They have these little sticks to put right in. And I think, you know, probably at first he's not gonna quite get the hang of it because he'll just be 12 months old, but you know, they grow up faster than you think they will. This is also a gift that I think he will gradually grow into more and more, but it's one of those fabric interactive felt books, and I just thought it looked so cool. So this is a kind of a travel themed one. So this is Pack Your Bag, and yes, I will link all these down below. You get to pack your suitcase. You can take off clothes, put it in the suitcase, snap it. So a lot of little motor skills you can work on. There's a little road in here. You can stand up the tree in the house and and you can move your little car around to different places. So this does have some loose pieces, so you're gonna have to be aware of that using it with little kids because you don't want them lost. There's a passport, so you can put their photo in the passport. And then this is number matching. So these little, you can count the little circles on these and match them to the number right behind it. They get to buckle people in their seat belts. Oh, and looks like these people can actually wear the clothes that were up here. I love this. I remember playing with some of these interactive felt books like when I was a toddler. So that's pretty cool. And then we have a little fish. So maybe our trip was to the beach, to the ocean, and then we have over here a little tent that we can open up. We can probably put the people inside and say goodnight. I'm so excited about this. And yes, I think this will be something he will gradually grow into. They had a few different ones from this brand, but that seems so fun and so cute. So that is my Christmas haul. We also do stockings, so I will plan to have a stocking stuffers video at some point coming up as we're getting towards Christmas. But I'm really excited about these. Now let me know, what are some of the gifts you are most excited to give to your kids this Christmas? I'll see you later. Bye.